Come on, bro. Come the hell on, man. What are we being subjected to? Let me give you companies a news flash right now. If you're trying to join the Battle Royale craze, you've missed it. If you're trying to join it right now in 2021 or going into next year, you've missed it. Fix this. Bro, let me give you a little list real quick. Fortnite, Warzone, Apex Legends, and maybe still PUBG. If you're not one of those four, nobody gives a fuck about you in the Battle Royale scene. This shit comes and goes. Those four stay. The rest of it comes and goes. Who's still talking about that Ubisoft thing that they tried to pay these clowns to make everybody like? I can't even remember what that shit is called. Let me get on my device here. Ubisoft Battle Royale Hyperscape. You see what I mean? So why on earth is there a Final Fantasy VII Battle Royale game in the works? Why? Why? What are we doing? Now, I'm not some insider. Of course I'm not. I'm not a game developer. Definitely not. And I'm not somebody who purports to know what the fuck I'm even talking about. This is just opinions. But I for fuck sure hope that this bull crap has not taken any type of focus off of Remake Part 2. It being chopped up into fucking parts is another debate altogether. We don't like it, but that's the way the cookie has crumbled. Now, I'll give them props that they apparently worked on getting the PS5 update ready for this year, and they, alongside of that PS5 update, the integrated version is dropping with the new content featuring Yuffie, but that's still set in Midgard. This is a side story from what I saw. This is not progressing us past the point of what happened at the end of Remake Part 1. I just read a little article earlier where they were just now, at least just now, announcing who the director of Part 2 is. Is Part 2 2 fucking years away? Is it? They just now announced that the other guy who co-directed the first part with Nomura is taking over as sole director. Nomura doesn't have time. He has to go. Nomura gotta go create some other convoluted something or the other to confuse people for the next 20 years. He doesn't have time to just focus on Part 2. And that's all fine and dandy. Like, I'm him with or without, I don't give a fuck if Nomura is on it or not. Might be a benefit that he's out of here. Right? Everything he works on takes 20 years to come out. They literally announced Final Fantasy 15 when I was a fucking kid, and it came out when I was a grown ass man. I mean, but that's besides the point. What I'm trying to get at is, why in the fuck am I seeing about a Battle Royale game and not seeing about what's going on with part 2 of the remake. That's what we care about when it comes to Final Fantasy VII. I know 16 is rumored to be slated to come out this year, so I know 16 is up first. I'm not saying Final Fantasy VII remake part 2 got to come out this year, but I don't want to be waiting to 2023 or 2024 to see it. Shit, at this rate, the kids that I don't even have might be graduating from fucking high school by the time this Final Fantasy VII remake series is wrapped up. So we can get and the Battle Royale game is only on phones as far as we know right now. What? Come on. It's me banging my fucking head up against the microphone by mistake. I mean, I will give them that the Final Fantasy VII, what's it called? Get out of here. Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis looks fine. Okay? That's also only on phones. That should come to the Switch. But these things are not what people want. Final Fantasy Ever Crisis, nice bonus. Final Fantasy VII Battle Royale, the first soldier or whatever the fuck. Bro, I mean, if it's successful, hopefully they can use some of that money, infuse it into the development of remake part 2 and speed that shit the fuck up. But I'll never touch it. I don't even play the good Battle Royale games. I don't even play Warzone. I don't even play Fortnite. Fortnite is trash though, but I mean, objectively, I guess it's good. Like, I don't play fucking Apex Legends. That's the one I like the best out of them when I did play it for the first month of it being out. And then y'all putting out more of them. This reminds me of the fucking craze that hit when, what was it, Rust or something blew up, and then everybody was trying to make survival games 2 years too fucking late. Everybody trying to make survival games 2 years too late. Didn't that or when Overwatch blew up and then everybody tried to make hero shooters 2 years too fucking late. Paladins got lucky, you know. Paladins did. Paladins is also good, but ask Cliffy B how that Lawbreaker shit went when he tried to make a hero shooter 2 years too late. Ask Cliffy B again how that bullshit Battle Royale went when he tried to make a Battle Royale like 6 months too late. Obviously, bro, they're dependent on the Final Fantasy VII name to sell this, but let's have a news flash. The Final Fantasy VII name barely sold the fucking Final Fantasy VII remake. It barely did. Now, I bought the game and like it, and I'm looking forward to the next part. But there's 115 million PS4s out, and all, as far as we know, the game sold like 5 million fucking copies. Something around that number. Something around that fucking number. So, are people who barely, when the vast majority of players barely cared about the big game that was announced 5, 6, 7 years before it came out, are they gonna care about a battle royale? Are people gonna put down fucking Fortnite or fucking Warzone to play this? Or are people who never cared about Battle Royale who are waiting for the next entry in the remake? I don't know, I can't call it a trilogy, but in the remake series, gonna play this shit? Or are they gonna keep on wanting the part 2 of the remake? I hope it's only 2 fucking parts. I hope they wrap up all that they have to do with it with the next one, with the remake. Because apparently, like right now, Final Fantasy VII was a series in the past. It had Dirge of Cerberus. It had Crisis Core and all that. And then it had the base game. It had Advent, the movie Advent Children. But I'm just talking about the games. Right now, it looks like they're trying to turn Final Fantasy VII into a fucking franchise. A franchise within the franchise. Fucking Battle Royale. Get the fuck out of here, man. Why do companies do this fucking bullshit? Why do companies fucking do it? Let's look at something else I'm passionate about, which is cars. You got something. My favorite car is the Mustang. Pony car. What am I getting at with this? What's the main competitors for the Mustang? What are they? Mustang came out in 1964. Main competitors: Challenger, Charger, Camaro. And you can say the Trans Am. What do all of those fucking other cars not called the Mustang have in common with each other? All them motherfuckers done been discontinued at a point in time. The Camaro is about to be discontinued in 2023 again. The Challenger just came back after being discontinued since like the fucking 80s. It came back in like 2007. So did the Charger. The Mustang, the only fucking one that's been here the whole time. The only one. It was the original pony car and the motherfucking companies copied it. Two years too fucking late. The cars had to be shut down and rebooted multiple times except the fucking Mustang. That's the only one that's been here since the shit started. I know they tried to replace it with the Ford Probe for like a year. That did not go over well, did it? It came right back. That's the same thing these clowns is doing with this Battle Royale shit. Now if the game comes out and it's a huge fucking success, then I'll eat my words. But it ain't gonna change how I feel. I don't give a damn about Battle Royale. I want part 2 of the remake series. Or at least show us that the fucking first part is getting ported to the PC or something. I mean, big props to them. Like, I gave them credit where credit is due for the new content that they added in part 1. For the PS5 upgrade that they doing for part 1. I'm good with that. But they can take this Battle Royale bullshit and put it right up their ass. Come on, son. Knock it off.